Hey, we're live! Yay! 2 in 1 day. This is indeed Christmas. Christmas has come early in May, and we've got some amazing games. We've got Jackley Man versus Joey, and then we've got oh boy, Villafort versus Muji Six. So two bangers. Arsenal Manic, welcome. Mind Commander, welcome. Valde, welcome, and Lemon. We're gonna have a fun day, and it's even gonna be better because we've got Crowd, the legend himself, co-commentating today, and he's like, "Oh, you can't have a bronze co-commentator," but he doesn't know that I can have whatever co-commentator I want. So he got coerced into here. The game has started. Welcome, Crowd. I'm really glad to have you on.
I'm here against my will.
That's right. All right, so we got Joey of, let me see, Jackley Man is the Mind Gamers, and the Silverclaw and Joey is Team Free Dudes of the Green Earth, and this map's called Kokiri Forest. You ever play any of the Zeldas, Crowd?
Any of the Zeldas, any of them.
Any of them that involve Kokiri Forest?
No.
Dang, dude.
Sorry.
Okay, is that your way of rage baiting me so you get off the cast? It's working.
No, I've never played Ocarina of Time, sorry.
Alright, let me know if the audio's good or if Crowd's a little quiet. He's got the deep basso voice, the bassoon.
I can pitch up if you want.
What?
I can pitch up if you want.
Nah, dude, you gotta have the Giga Chad voice. So we've got Max versus Olaf. So, Crowd, who would you pick on this map in Tier 2?
I mean, Max is pretty good, but, you know, if it was Boguez and in the Olaf, on the Olaf pick, I would definitely choose Boguez. I do not know how good Jackalman is on the Olaf, but as you said, Christmas is coming early in winter.
Yeah, that's right.
So
that's why Jackley Man went Olaf. Jackley Man's really good at fog, slow games, but doesn't play that much live. But Jackley Man had like the Elite Four you were talking about at the end of the last stream with Humida. He for the last Smacky Cup, which is like the big fog tournament every year, he had to play Lord Clefairy, one of the best one of the best async players. He had to play Rip, the GOAT of Advanced Wars by Web, and then he had to play Deegis, and then he had to play Alagatua, the hardest fog player, and he took 3 of the 4 down.
Dang. That's crazy. I'm learning so much more about this game and the community surrounding it, so
yeah,
we'll see.
Let's see. Valde says, should I be honest or not? Yes, you should be honest. Underscore says, L crowd commentary fired.
Fired?
Fired, yeah.
I'm fired. I'm gonna go play Rocket League now.
No, he can't fire you.
Oh, shit.
But speaking of Rocket League, I heard Underscores is ducking you.
This could or could not be true. We cannot elaborate on this any further.
So let's see. Chat is going crazy. So many games. Last match on Max versus Olaf. Max skipped a chain. Max last game made easy mistakes. Being honest, usually good. He's like Pirate Software. He purposely puts his mic to have a deep voice, but in reality, he's a squeaker. I could see that.
Hello, guys. Today we're gonna be looking at this game versus Banjoey versus Jackley Man. This is gonna be a very good game.
Oh, that's even worse. You gotta put that voice changer back. The artillery opening from Jackley Man as well. I wonder if it's gonna go like to this square and try to lock down both of these cities. Or actually can go to this square, it'd be better, and lock down both of those cities.
I don't think your mouse is visible.
Oh, no, I'm drawing on the screen.
Oh, you're drawing. Ah.
Yeah. I should share on Discord so we can be on the same page.
Oh, nice. Okay, nice.
Got the drawing plugin. Okay, so is Jackleyman going to start one of those 2 cities? He would have the terrain advantage if he starts this city right here. So I think that might be good. But the problem is, well, The problem is there's a tank coming up, and there's really no counterplay for it. So maybe not a good idea to start that city. But Jackley Man's known to be a really slow, methodical player, so we're all really interested to see how he performs in live. Gonna start this city. It's going to give up a free shot from the infantry, but he got the terrain advantage, and Max doesn't give boost to his infantry. Yep, got the funny number. Do the dance.
Not doing it. Absolutely nuts. I'm interested to see if Jackley Man goes to increment quicker than Banjoey here, because he has the artillery, and as we've seen previously in this tournament, many of the people who build artillery go to time much faster.
Yeah. Tell us about your artillery opinions.
My artillery opinions. We build triple tank.
Yeah.
Mind Commander loves triple tank, I hear.
Bogeus loves triple tank too. We got 4 games left. So we got this game. We've got Muji 6 versus Villafort immediately after this, and then Crowd, you're playing tomorrow, right?
That is correct.
And you're playing against One Trick Wolf, subbing in for Phantom Raikou, and getting a lot of practice on that map. So I hope to see your game there, and best of luck. And then after that, we have tomorrow in the wee hours of the morning, but I think at like noon Australian time, we got NC Ghost and Raipika playing on Octagon.
Nice. All right. This is a match between Mind Gamers and Holy Polish
Oh,
Empire,
Holy
right?
Polish, that's right. Banjoey's not on Free Dudes. That's my mistake. Thank you for that. Bogeus says Rockets were undefeated yesterday.
That is true.
Yeah. You know what else was undefeated yesterday? Pipe Runners.
That is also true. Battleships were also notably undefeated, so...
Let's see. So this, this is looking pretty good for, Max right now. We've got 2 tanks in the area to 1 artillery. Infantry gets chipped down, and there's really no way you can reinforce this area. That's a really good find there by Banjoey. Jack Lehman might have just been a little too greedy with that, and I don't think there's any way you can protect the artillery. You could trade out infantry with it, but you're just giving up an artillery for that, and you don't want to do that. Also, the copter. Jack Lehman's going the no tanks challenge.
No tanks, huh? There's a lot of map control for Banjoey here, which is, you know, kind of expected from Max, but I'm not seeing a tank chain just yet.
I mean, these 2 tanks are practically chained in the middle. They're both going to go on that city at 9-9.
True.
So as long as they can both cover it, it's like kind of a chain.
Fair enough.
Let's see. Underscores bro, I sure my teammates tell me not to build rockets, but then proceed to build rockets. I'm so sad. Tell them, underscores. So Jacobin's gonna get the comm tower, gonna get the city. Is the copper gonna go towards mid and try to help out? There's the anti-air as well from Banjoey, and this is just looking really good for Banjoey already out of the opening. But it's to be expected. As Max, you want, I believe, like a 3 or 4K income lead against Olaf, because Winter Fury is just that stupid.
Yeah. I think the copter has a lot of range to move around and front shift on this map, being as there's so much forest and mountain. This anti-air could try to go mid to counter the mid play by the copter, but then the copter can just front shift to the top, and there's a lot of time wasted there on the turnaround.
Yeah. Max does have movement powers, which is really good for getting to that copter and getting those wall breaks with 30% attack. Actually, I could look at my handy-dandy KO chart. 30% attack, so that's max base with 1 comm tower. Anti-air's a one-shot infantry's on cities, but it's a roll. So 140% attack will do it. So with power, antis will be one-shotting infantry on cities, which is really nice for wall breaking. Copters will also be one-shotting infantries on roads. And there's a lot of artillery placed too, but Max, you don't really want to be going artillery because they get -1 range and -10% attack. So I do want to see the Max rocket though. The Max rocket is always hype. Humita's in chat. Hype. Welcome. Humita couldn't make the double stream, but is still in chat and very hype. Let's see. I should put this video in the chat now and say we're live. Put it in the spectator chat, right?
That's what already got posted.
Oh, okay, it got posted
by Valda.
Oh, thanks, Valda. I should post it in the Advanced Force server. Just pumping out content machine. Oh, Mind Commander did. Thank you. Dang. Everyone's on it. I'm like the least on it person of all time. I'm the opposite of on it. I'm very much off it. All right. So Banjoey's going to get the center control. You're going to be threatening... this infantry is threatening 2 cities, and the anti-air is going to cover Copter if it tries to interrupt. Tank can also... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Tank can go here and wall for a cap, which is really nice. So maybe thinking about that, but force Jacklyman to retreat, and now Banjoey just has really good map control. All of these cities are now able to be contested or threatened, and that's looking really strong for Banjoey.
All right, we see that tank coming in the block there immediately after you mentioned it. I don't know if there's much counterplay there. There's only a copter, and the anti-air can hit from... Actually, wait, the anti-air can't... Oh, no, it can. It can actually hit that.
Yeah, it can. There's no way you could wall for it. So Jacklyman might be just getting pushed back and pushed back. But might be able to make something happen here. RD2 passive? Yeah, but I mean, the artillery was up here, but now it like had to retreat. There is just too much. But now the city's going to go through for Max. This city's going to go through. And this is looking really good for Banjoey. A really strong lively player versus like one of the best asynchronous players. So, really interesting dynamic.
Yeah. Wait, is there... So the tank in the middle of the map could have gone down and hit that artillery, right?
No, it didn't have the range. It couldn't have gone through both the forests.
Oh, right, he moved that one already. Never mind. I thought that was just a trap set.
So many traps. Yep, going on the city, that's smart. There's no tanks over here in order to deny it, and Jacklyman needs all the income he can get. With global damage COs, there are 3 important things. Income, income, and income. And you gotta get them. Get all that charge you can get. Already not tanks makes all infantry tanks. Yeah. Let's see. But yeah, Kes, try to put a spot for a standing for the series and what teams are playing on stream for the future. That's a really good idea. That's what an actual real YouTuber would do. Thanks for the suggestion. I need to do that. Feels like Artie's kind of set you back for the moment, but once set up supported by other units, it's hard to play against, so I think it's fine if it's not immediately effective. Yeah, the issue with the artillery, though, is just force Jacklyman to be passive in the middle. So now Banjoey's going to get both of these contested cities, which is like what you expect for Max versus Olaf, but you kind of want to contest these a little harder. But now there's a tank coming in. Another tank on the other side to contest this. And Copter, well, this tank has to be careful. The anti-air has to babysit both tanks, or else that Copter's going to get a free shot. This map is too open for Artie to be good, I think, and too dynamic. Jackly is so making an anti-air this turn, but Jackly did not make an anti-air. It could be a Copter coming out from Max, and could make an anti-air down here, build it from the lander, and pop it forward.
Yeah, I think Copters are very strong on this map because of all of the terrain that the anti-airs have to pass through to rotate on the shift, on the front shifts. I think it's just this Copter is so well placed, and this anti-air can't possibly like cover it all. I don't think. I guess technically speaking, the anti-air could move closer onto the bridge, and it should be able to block for both tanks.
Yeah. Oh, nice find there by Banjoey. That city's going through. There's no infantry around to interrupt it. You don't want to use the copter.
Yeah, wow.
I should turn the music back on. What am I doing? What volume am I on? I think 8% is the magic number. There we go. Now, if you're Banjoey here. Okay, yep, so the artillery is in a really strong position, babysitting both tanks. Now, if you're Olaf, it's fine getting these like copter like trades a little bit, because that's 9,000 charge. That's one whole power star there. But you just can't keep doing that over and over. But every time Olaf leaves a unit hanging, it's just for charge. That's the rules.
That's what Bogeus said. And Bogeus won his match, so that must be the truth.
And Bogeus is the Olaf master. Bogeus is a big Olaf and Drake fan.
Yeah, this artillery coming in handy, allowing them to get that guaranteed cap on the contested city in the south. It's showing its value already.
Yeah, the infantry could chip this infantry down to stall this cap out even more. That might not be a bad idea. Use the infantry to hit that and see if you can wall break with the tanks. Now, I don't think you have enough vehicles there. I think, yeah, Copter comes in. Copter 3 infantry, just as Bogeus predicted, I think. And now Jacqueline needs an anti-air. And, yeah, the city, I think, is going to go through. I don't think Max is going to interrupt that. Could interrupt from the silo, but then just loses the infantry.
Yeah.
Ooh,
wow.
nice shot. The artillery is about to get some value out of it, though. Could use the, no, never mind, the other tank's deactivated. I was being silly. Oh, this is...
Yeah, that follow-up tank is amazing.
Yeah. This is looking really good for Banjoey now. Trying to just punch Olaf in the mouth in pure Max fashion.
Is that copter in range to hit the tank on the city? I don't think the anti-air can follow up if that's possible. No, not quite.
Yeah.
Wow.
Would need a power. Oh no, wait, no, because...
Yep.
Yeah.
Not reach. Yeah, great find, because now there's 3 tanks followed up by an anti-air. A copter's gonna see its play in 2 turns. And now we're seeing why the artillery might not be as good as we were expecting. Just because of the sheer amount of vehicles that Banjoey is bringing to the table here.
Yeah, that 9 HP tank is probably going to get traded, and there it goes, down to 3. 3 HP tank and maybe an infantry or 2 will be able to finish the job. But this is still looking really strong for Banjoey. The artillery could get blasted next turn. Copter as well is going to win this whole corner. Infantry gets the interrupt, but then gets traded. Jacqueline Man over here is going to try and capture the neutral city at the corner, excuse me. So many chat messages. I feel like Asmongold, just all the chat messages going through. I can't read all of them. Copter will prevent the corner cap or win the game. Yeah, that's certainly 2 very valid options. Copter's gonna go in, and I think Olaf just wants to just, like, keep brawling over here. It's a 2-turn reinforced max, and at the same time, you gotta counter this Copter somehow.
Yeah, I wonder if the plan is to counter the copter with the copter. And that's the only plan going into this. Maybe building another tank and just hoping you can stall out this copter v copter combats.
Yeah, it doesn't have enough for both a tank and an anti-air. So might just have to build another tank and stall out the copter. But this is looking really good for Banjoey right now. This infantry is doing a nice job blocking for the artillery. Now the tank has to go around the mountain. And the, okay, goes in. Now I think infantry will be able to finish the job.
That should.
No,
Interesting.
the other infantry will have to do it. I think it's like a 613 or like 613 roll or something. I'm not sure. 514. Okay, I was actually really close.
Wow.
I
Where's the numbers memorized? Where's the spreadsheet?
I don't have the numbers memorized. Just play this game too much.
What? You played this game too little. You didn't get it right.
Good point. And actually not using the other infantry to try to hit the 1 HP tank. The 1 HP tank is going to be able to retreat. Okay, this tank is going to front shift up here and try to win this corner for Olaf. So maybe just trying to get some sort of counterplay here.
I mean, I think that's a good idea. The infantry count is even there, assuming the infantry right next to the anti-air doesn't move over to counter that push itself. But I don't think... I think that's a really good play, because now that's basically punishing the copter build. Now they have to build more on the top side of the map, and
Yeah.
Banjoy will have to like try to punish that tank, or front shift one of the tanks from the middle, which I don't think is going to be happening.
Oh, this is going to hurt.
Wow. Yeah,
Oh.
that's
Oh, that
a lot.
artillery is going to go down.
It's gone. It's gone.
Oh, man. But Jack Lee Min's just playing for charge.
Yes,
Ooh.
true.
Oh, that's brutal.
Yeah, that is
Tank
he's
goes
gonna get
back.
the tank out for repair.
Copter. Copter is covering the tank with the power, but the anti-air is covering it anyway. Oh man, this is looking really strong. I think we need a rocket. I think that's the only thing that's gonna save this. I'm just kidding. Oh, but now even over here, Banjoy being aggressive. There is this tank over here, so that tank will be able to feast on some infantry. But this is looking really good for Banjoy. Up 3k, and got a tank, or kind of even tank trade, but is up basically up in artillery.
Yeah, I think being aggressive in the north is a good idea for Banjoy, just stalling out that income that Olaf wants. I think that's just the play here, especially at an income lead. I think losing a few infantry just to stall out these caps is the strat.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Copter.
can take a mountain shot. Okay, takes the mountain shot with this infantry. Probably just trying to like do as much damage to these infantry as possible. And so the tank there trying to secure the corner, but this is looking really, really strong for Banjoy. Jack Lee Man down to 11 minutes. Banjoy still at a nice 15. 2 infantry go down off the top. We'll see what kind of counterplay Olaf can cook up. Winter Fury is the great equalizer, though, and I mean, we saw it just do some work when Vogeus was playing on this same map.
I think we've still got a long while before Winter's Fury comes into play here. It's basically gonna come down to how much income advantage Banjoy can get over Jack Lee Man in that time, and it's looking pretty good here. I think this bottom left-hand corner might need, some copter support, but he might just send double copter into the middle to force all of the advantage that he can and try to flip some cities.
Can you move the thing? Oh. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. Jack Lee is almost not dead. Yeah, he's only mostly dead, like in Princess Bride. Get the bellows. He is just mostly dead. It is a classic. The drawing thing is blocking Jack Lee info. I moved it down. Sorry about that. Sorry about the pen tool blocking the stats. Banjoy's up 1 unit, up about 20k, and up 3k in income, so winning on all metrics. Jack Lee Man's ahead in charge just a little bit. But if you're Jack Lee Man, what do? Just retreat? And Banjoy might kill the base before Winter Fury comes out.
Not if we build a rocket.
Not if you build a rocket, that's right. Or Pipe Runner. Pipe Runner counters tanks and copters.
That's very true. That's very true. I mean, I want to say this is relatively similar in terms of the state of the middle to the game with Bogeus. But Bogeus had a lot more control in the corners than
Yeah.
Jackleyman has currently. But this is around the time that the rocket ends up coming out for Bogeus in that game. So you got maybe 2 more turns, and that's about the timing that would make sense.
Yeah, maybe medium would be better, honestly. Because the thing about mediums with Max is that you can't really build artilleries to counter mediums. You have to counter mediums with copters and your own mediums. Or neo tanks or something like that. So medium tank I don't think would be a super bad buy here.
The only question is, how do you answer this double copter anti-air when you only have 1 copter?
I think this copter is gonna die. I think 130% tank. So pull out the handy dandy reference sheet. Oh, you need 150% to be able to guaranteed one-shot infantry on planes. So max with power would be 30%. Comtor would be 40%. So it's not guaranteed. You need 150%. So copter might be safe. This is why you don't go Artie first. I moved the pen 2 out of the way, but Valdi wants me to move it back to cover up Olaf's stats.
I think, oh man, this is just really kind of hard to play for Jackleyman here, because he's not getting that income in the top right that he needs to kind of balance out this game again.
Yeah.
Oh man. So the
Okay,
vehicle
goes
count
double
sucks.
light tank. The one tank's gonna have to get in the lander. I think maybe medium would have been better, but even then, this could be really brutal. Banjoy almost to a power, needs 9,000. I don't think we'll be able to get it this turn. So this tank can go over here and pop that 6 though. That's definitely gonna get picked off. Let's see. I want that reference sheet. You just get the extensions and go to get the essentials extension. Go to the map page, and then click essentials and click KO chart, and boom, it's right there. And I just copied and pasted that into a Word document and printed it out. Jackley's gonna burn a lot of clock because there are no good moves. So hard to spend time to find them. Banjoey just gobbles up dudes. Yeah, Banjoey has so much time, 16.5 minutes, and Jackleyman 7.5. The Holy Polish Empire. This honestly, this would be a really good win for the Holy Polish Empire, because even though they've lost the match, they can still get really high points in tie breaks, and if they win next match, there's a chance that they could actually get the 1 seed from the pool if the Mind Gamers lose the next round. So. This game, it might not matter for this particular set, but it could have some implications down the line. And since it's single elimination playoffs, you definitely want the best seed you can get.
And the Mind Gamers are playing against Team Free Dudes, who lost against the Wheel Provides 2-5. So there's a good chance that they could theoretically win against Team Free Dudes. I think there's a good chance. So.
Yeah, I think Team Free Dudes, I think they just had an off week. I think their roster is really strong, but this tournament is so there's so many strong players in it. It's really hard to figure out all these top teams. But Banjoey's really thinking about this one. Move planning, needs 150% to be able to get to the copter. So probably can't do that. And wait a minute, if this copter with power, oh no, it can't. Okay, it goes in, takes out an infantry there. Oh, snipes the artillery. The poor artillery getting bullied, and the infantries are getting picked off.
Wow.
This is looking really, really good for Jackleyman. Let's see. Poland was saying he felt Banjoey was better than a lot of Diamond players. Yeah, but I think a lot of Diamond players are tournament-only players. I think Arya, for example, mostly plays tournaments and is a really strong tournament player. And Emerald was stacked. Emerald is stacked. And Banjoey is 1400 standard elo, but that's async. I mean, Jackley Man's like 1600. Banjoey doesn't play a lot of games. Oh, okay. All of the copter every turn from Max, yeah. This is not base light, but this base is kind of goofy with all vehicles have to be transported with the lander.
I think another thing to consider is that, once again, the player who built artillery first is down on time substantially.
Yeah, that's true. The artillery time sync, it never ends. But if you're a Banjoey, do you just go for income or do you go for a base kill? I think you have to. I think income is better. I don't think you can actually get this base kill. But getting a base kill before one Winter Fury comes out, that would be a dominant win.
Well, you know what they say about attacking Russia in winter.
That's right. That's right. You never fight a land war in Asia. It's one of the classic blunders. The second classic blunder is never playing with death when never playing with a Sicilian when death is on the line. That's what it was.
No, I think, if we just rush Moscow, we can get there before winter and it'll be fine.
Yeah.
No problems. Yeah, you're right. I think playing for income here, getting as much income lead on the Olaf as possible, and trying to flip as many cities as possible is going to net you a lot more after this Winter's Fury comes out, because you'll be able to replenish your units and on top of that get more units out, so the Winter's Fury won't matter nearly as much.
Yeah, and I think and I think all these cities are going to go down. This city is going to go down. This city is going to go down in a couple turns. Even this city could be in trouble. And now Banjoey's still fighting over here in the corner, just doing just enough to stall Jackley Man off of the corner city and this city right here. The infantry doesn't get the roll and it gets taken out. That 7 HP is going to go down, I think. Bang, down to 2.
Wow. Good stall in the corner from Jackley Man, but there's just an infinite wall of infantry. And with possibly a second tank on the way over, I don't know if there's going to be too much counterplay there.
Yeah, but Banjoey doesn't have to cap these. All Banjoey has to do is deny Jackley Man from getting them. Because Banjoey's winning the other corner.
That's what I mean, is like, Banjoey has an infinite wall of infantry incoming, and possibly that second tank, it could come over and just steamroll the corner.
Yeah. This is just dominant from Banjoey. The third classic blunder is forgetting to like and subscribe. Yeah, that's true. Banjoey's just have to deny Jackley income. He doesn't care if he gets income himself, really. Yeah, I agree. Income is the most important thing when it comes to global damage. Well, Olaf has the Blizzard. I mean, yeah, even with Blizzard, the copter could still trade out. I was thinking you could attack from the city, pop Blizzard, and the anti-air can't get there, but of course that's 0% worth it. I was just going full, like, baboon brain.
Unga bunga.
Yeah, full unga bunga, for real. Now, let's see. Banjoey's 18k, he doesn't need more. Global damage go burr, but max tank goes smack, yeah. All the sound effects. Jackley Man's got 7 minutes, moving the copter back, just ceding more and more ground. Unlike the Von Bolt, like slowly constricting Uzium menacingly, moving in slowly. Max is like just coming and punching in the face. He's like Mike Tyson. Everyone's got a plan until they get punched in the head. And the same thing, like Jackley Man is like considered like a really good prepper, a really good like map analyzer, but he just got punched in the head.
Yeah, I just think this constant stream of copters combined with this anti-air and the vehicle count lead is just going to be very hard for Jackley Man to fight. Basically, he just needs to stall out, right? Until he can get Winter's Fury. But even then,
yeah,
I don't know how. I've not played enough Olaf games or seen enough Olaf games to see if this is even, if Winter's Fury can even turn this game around.
Well, I mean, not one, but like you want to get like during the course of a 30-day game, you want to get like 3 or 4, and then that could do it.
Okay.
Because the first one will probably like equalize the game, and then the next one like okay gives you a small advantage, and then the last one like wins the game. The mech, the bazooka reptile here. Oh, let's go. And I think
mechs are decent builds here.
Yeah, I mean they can go right over the mountain. You don't have to bother with the lander, and can kind of protect the tanks. Which is Jackleyman needs to protect the cities though. That like this city. You gotta protect them. This one's guaranteed. Banjo's about to have a 4K income lead. And I need to go grab some more agua. So, yeah, I'm gonna do that real quick.
Yeah, time is getting quite low for Jackleyman here, and Banjo is just not really losing time. He has all the time in the world to plan out any wall breaks or just any stalls that he needs to calculate. I mean, there's just too many copters, I think. The anti-air coming out from Jackleyman this past turn on could help equalize, but I just think there's so much room to maneuver for Banjo, and he's really showing it off here. And I mean, getting that cap off in the center is going to make a big difference. That's just another 1K income. I mean, like we said before, he doesn't really need more income, but denying more income from his opponent is going to be more important. So getting the city that's a little bit closer to Jackleyman's army in the south below the mountain is going to be a little bit more important. But I think the infantry count there just needs to increase to actually manage to flip that city. I think Jackleyman knows that that's the goal here, and so he's kind of spamming everything in that direction. Yeah, I think you're right, Bogus. I think Banjo is just playing the game a lot better, and I mean it shows. Chair stream. Yeah, I'm actually the chair. Kesler's actually been sitting on me the whole time. Will we get a 4th copter? I think it's a little bit less relevant now with the anti-air coming in. I think just getting triple tank, I can't quite get triple tank here, so probably double tank and maybe some more infantry in the south could be good. Yes, precisely, Christian. That is exactly what's been happening this whole time.
I returned.
Yeah.
Dang, my hair looks like crap. Look at this though. I found this at the local grocery store. Sunset Sarsaparilla, part of the Fallout limited time sodas that they released. I was surprised they had this. I heard scalpers were taking all the Fallout sodas, but got some Sunset Sarsaparilla. Got to increase my HP and my intelligence, but give me rads. Moji versus Villafort is about to start soon. Can we do double screen? Yes. It just started. Okay.
Interesting.
I'm gonna pull it up on my other monitor and then do double screen. So
I think it's a little early for me to be drinking a beer. Otherwise, I'd grab one.
It's never too early to drink a beer when Advanced Wars is involved.
That's true. Well, I mean, Banjo is still applying pressure in the top rights. Jackleyman's not going to be able to cap those cities anytime soon. He's probably trying to decide where he's going to be placing his vehicles to, like, deny that top side. Kesser?
What?
Do you not know how to... You can just drag them to the side of the screen.
There we go. Alright, so...
Now you might want to change your zoom on the left one and so that the players are on the top, right? So that the map's bigger. There you go. That works.
Let's see if it works on this one. No, that's scuffed. Alright, let me know if this is good. I'm going to, let's see. We're just gonna have the sound for this one go through. Left is cut off. Oh, it is cut off. Let me fix that. Wait, is it? Shit.
Oh,
Nope.
your
I said a
stream.
bad word. Oh, it's cut off on the left for on my stream? That's weird. On OBS, it's not. Is that like a, That's so
Weird.
strange.
On my side, both sides of your screen are cut off. Like, all the income on the right is cut off.
Oh, yeah, it is. It is. Dang. Alright, we gotta... Let's try doing it the brute force way.
Is it not capturing your whole window?
It's capturing my whole window, but it's just... It's like... I guess not. I guess
Oh,
it's not.
your viewport might not be set to the right size. For
Oh.
Your stream capture.
Yeah, maybe not. That could be it.
Yeah, I think it's just your viewport's probably 1920 by 1080, and I imagine your monitor's bigger than that.
Left is fine right now, right? We can't see income.
Yeah, the left one just has like stuff that doesn't matter cut off, so
Oh, okay.
shouldn't make any difference.
Oh, Banjo is going in with the power. Takes out the copter there. The anti-air will be able to trade, but did some looks like Jackleman will be able to do some damage back here, though. Anti-air and tanks will be getting some shots.
Max Force!
Max Force is too good. Oh no, this is cut off. Hide Steam. Okay, this is good. Okay. I'm gonna leave it until I get more complaints in the chat. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna leave it unless someone says it's bad. Yeah, Winter Fury is going to Winter Fury might hurt this turn. That was a pretty good turn by Banjoey. Pretty good max force, up 5k in income, but in some trouble in terms of where Winter Fury is about to hit.
How much charge does Jackleman need for Winter Fury right now?
It's hard to see because it's cut off with the setup, but probably like 12k.
Okay. I feel like that's doable.
I don't know how to feel about this Sunset Sarsaparilla. It's very, like, bittery. Is that a word? Bittery?
That makes sense.
Howdy,
I've never had
Parker.
it before. Oh no. Guys, we lost Kesler. He's gone full Western.
Yeah. And then over here we got Lash versus Drake. I don't think we've seen that matchup before. We saw two Sammys versus Drake. And then, yeah, I forget the third matchup on this what this map was, because this is a final diamond matchup, but it was, I think it might have been Sammy versus Lash, actually.
Drake's the naval units one, but it's like the thing that's like a global enemy that's lose HP and then have fuel, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so a really aggressive CO that'll be able to make use of her powers to get through the woods and all of that with recons and stuff like that, versus global damage, who also gets a boost for movement for his naval units. So the black boat gets a little bit better over here. Another thing that Drake's got going for him, but in order for Jackleman to get Winter Fury, would have to take some subpar engagements. So this could be, yeah, you could take, yeah, I think you just have to attack tanks, maybe attack an anti-air or something, but it's still looking strong for Banjoey, but that Winter Fury is coming next turn. Meanwhile, over here, kind of an interesting, different situation than before. We saw a lot of aggression in this area with the past couple games, but now we're seeing this island captured early. So, a little bit different approaches by Millifort and Muji6. Both tournament legends, by the way. Absolute legends.
can't say much about this map. I've never seen it before, but it does look quite interesting.
Oh, it's amazing. It is absolutely amazing. Now, Muji could go in and hit this infantry here, this infantry here. That's guaranteed because Lash... Oh, no, he's Drake, never mind. That's not guaranteed. That's a guarantee to live, so you definitely can't do that. If Lash was on their side, you could take that out and then put the tank on the city or something, but yeah, just gotta go for the income this Drake.
Yep. I think that's the expected maneuver when you have like global damage ults, that you just go for income.
Yeah.
What are the chances that... Oh, that's a naval base capture. What are the chances that we actually see a battleship this game? I've never seen a game on this map, so I don't know what that looks like.
We had a battleship. I think it was Izanagi versus Arya had a battleship. Izanagi built a battleship and locked down Arya's base. But it might not be in those two players, but we saw a battleship in this tournament already.
Fair enough. No Winter Force for Jackleyman last turn. That was kind of expected, but at the same time, looking at the timers, we're once again seeing that Jackleyman's very low on time, and BenJoey has plenty of time to plan around this Winter's Fury next turn.
Yeah, he couldn't get the charge for it because like based on the engagements he took. So BenJoey could just try and like take as many vehicles down as possible before Winter Fury comes in. Or just retreat, but I think you gotta go pedal to the metal here. I think BenJoey also low on charge, so no power or anything coming in, but the other thing about Winter Fury is the snow. There's a lot of roads on this map, though.
I think the main issue that's going to come into play here is that, you know, BenJoey is fighting a lot in the southern area, which is the strong side for Jackleyman. And as we come again against this Winter Force, or Winter's Fury, you're not going to really see much counterplay for those two turns, because the vehicle count is kind of lacking for BenJoey here in the South Block at this point. And since there's a fourth tank coming in against his two, and the anti-air is too close to really play too much with those copters, he's going to have to start changing his plan of action to try to maybe shift the front line further away from these bases of Jackleyman. Maybe get a little bit of an advantage there.
Yeah, perhaps. Has 3 copters in the area, though. Well, like, kind of 2 and then 1 on the way. So... Oop, I clicked, and it messes up the screen when I click. Yeah, I don't know what you do if you're BenJoey here, because you do want to keep going in, but this is, like, in base range, and... Maybe you just go for these captures and just try to get even more income, and then after Winter Fury, you build like a Neo tank or something, and just try to steamroll Olaf.
I mean, I think that's fine. I think allowing more space in the center is not going to be that big of a deal for BenJoey here, because he's crushing so hard in the north, and either Jackleyman has to push more units up there to punish the unit count difference and give up some of this center pressure, or he's just gonna lose the northern side, and maybe that's fine for him. I do think that, okay, good, we did attack that infantry. I think if we didn't attack that infantry, it would have been a little cooked, but
yeah. Yeah, this is good from BenJoey though. Not attacking into this. Just playing back, trying to go income. Jackleyman could sit on the Winter Fury, but a good way to counter global damage goes is to overcharge them. So they get close to full, and then you just go in and you kill half their army, and then all that charge that they would have got is just wasted into the ether. The second law of thermodynamics.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, I kind of agree with that strategy. I think something to consider here. I don't know. It's kind of hard. can? No, I don't think there's that much counterplay. It really depends on where Benjoy chooses to place these tanks, but something to consider is that he has spent about 6 minutes on this turn, which he has that time to spend, and I think this is a good time to spend it because Winter's Fury is on the way. Oh man, he could get some damage and
trying
overcharge
to
here.
jam this tank right here to make
Nice.
it can't go in the.
I think he can. No, he can't break it and get the tank through. So, especially with that. Oh,
Yeah. Oops. Yeah, Winter Fury probably coming in here soon. Next turn, I'm sure Jacqueline will just insta-click it. I don't think there's any reason to sit on it whatsoever. Banjoey could retreat some of the vehicles. Because these tanks, you either can trade a tank or two, or you just retreat. I don't think there's any kind of middle ground.
oh, we're going in for damage. Oh, is that a roll?
Oh, I don't think it was.
I don't think it was. Okay, interesting. Just trying
There
to
it
get the low
goes.
HP. Yep, there's the Winter's Fury. I think that play could be fun. I think the idea was get the tanks low so that their damage during Winter's Fury wasn't as high. Because I think they're going to get chased down anyway, so might as well get in and do the damage before Winter's Fury pops.
Yeah. Yeah, and then even then it'd be really hard to like retreat, and then the tanks could just roll in after Winter's Fury popped, and it's fine because then the copters have no coverage because they only move 3.
Yeah. Okay, with Winter's Fury popped, that infantry does one-shot the 8 HP infantry, and they're able to break through.
You only ever hold Winter Fury if you need to delay caps for DL. Oh, that's day limit. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Banjoey in a very strong position. Yeah, still up on everything, even though Winter's Fury got popped. So Banjoey's looking great here, and this like springtime assault is gonna hurt. Meanwhile, in the other game, it looks like we're in a pretty even position. Yeah, this looks very even so far. I don't see any kind of real asymmetry. Muji did build the premature anti-air over here to be able to go down here and like kind of counter the airport. These airports are just kind of in goofy positions on the map, which is another reason why this map is awesome.
It is in a very goofy position. I think something to consider is that, I mean, the bottom right islands, Muji was able to take out the infantry on the city without losing too much.
Yeah.
Which is a good play there.
Is Villefort gonna start the cap? That might be too much. No, not a lot of infantry backup. Has a tank in the area though. We could see a big fight over this city coming soon.
Yeah, he's got 3 infantry to 3 infantry, but tank is there for both players, realistically.
Chat says Muji's ahead.
Muji does look ahead. I think that's accurate.
Yeah. Villefort gonna bring the tank back. I'm guessing gonna reinforce with another tank, and the infantry's gonna go to the left.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. Oh, infantry goes up to try to contest the city.
Yeah, that's okay. Fair enough. I guess you want to deny Drake the income. Talking about we got 2 global damage COs going on. We got to have the snow on one screen and the rain on the other. That'd be super epic. We got to get to that happening.
What debuff does rain apply?
-1 vision and fog.
Okay.
On the cartridge, it creates fog if it's a regular game, but in Advanced Wars by Web, they decided to get rid of that ability. But it also increases the movement cost by 1 for plains and forests for tanks, tank type movement, and recon type movement.
Interesting. So wheels and tracks.
Yeah, wheels and tracks.
Okay. And Muji Drake would be unaffected by that rain, I'm assuming.
Drake's still affected by the vision drop. So when you're playing Drake and Fog, you want to make sure that when you pop your super, you're not losing vision on something that you want to attack. But he's not affected by the movement.
Interesting. I mean, that's double tank in the south, or Lash. I'm interested to see how Muji counterplays that. I don't think he'll be able to contest that city for much longer unless he gets another tank involved.
The stream chat is pretty small, so hopefully I made it a little bit bigger. Hopefully it's better. Yeah, I got to get like an actual real professional overlay. But Jackleyman almost evened out the game a little bit. Van Joey went for a couple attacks on the top, able to take out some infantry, keep that city still neutral, but didn't really go in on the left. All the vehicles kind of went down. So Jackleyman, the Winter Fury, gave him a chance to breathe, and now he'll have a chance to regroup and try to huddle up for Max's next punch.
Right. I do think that we're approaching increment gaming for Jackleyman, though. This next turn might be a little complex to play around because Benjoy's about to get max power, and that could be something to plan around, I think.
Yeah. And I don't think the anti-air can get to the copter either. Because you would love to take out that HP infantry and then hit the copter, but you just don't have the movement to do that.
You can, I think, because infantry can jump over the mountain and hit it from the below, and then tank can kill, and then you can move the anti-air, I think.
It doesn't have the movement. The 8 HP is on a woods.
Yeah. Oh, it's on a wood, so I can't really. Oh, okay, never mind. Then you definitely can't do that.
I don't know if Jackleyman will want to interrupt that city either. I mean, you definitely want to, but like, is that a good idea? Are you just losing all the vehicles if you go in? Pretty tough.
I wouldn't say. It really depends on whether you can block out the tank that's on the city just a little bit north of that. So I think other than that, there's not really much there to punish at the moment. This tank, the second tank won't get there for another turn. So I think
the copters will be a big deal though.
Right, but you do have an AA. I mean, I don't know. I mean, surely they'll probably go in and get hits. I don't really know what the punishment, the follow-up is there, but.
Jackleyman down to 3.5 minutes. Could see some increment gaming, and look at Banjoey. Won the top corner basically. Okay, copter goes over there. That's a good idea. Now Jackleyman can fight there a little bit more. Oh, the Sunset Sarsaparilla is making me burp, dude. Definitely increasing the rads.
Yeah, I think Jackley with Copter Tank is going to be pretty strong in the north here, so there's going to have to be some extra counterplay and resources invested by Benjoy.
This 8 HP Copter on 6-7. I said the number. This 8 HP Copter on 6-7 could go up and try to counter Jackleyman's Copter. Don't necessarily have to build an anti-air. Okay,
That's
looks...
true.
Ooh, Villafort is going in. This is a really nice find by Villafort. Using the tank to block for the infantry cap. Now only one infantry can hit, and that's going to be a really good trade for Villafort because of the Lash day-to-day.
That's very true, yeah. I think it could be wise to just go for the interrupt anyway. I'm not really sure that you want to allow Drake to have that income.
No,
But
that's lash capping.
Or sorry, it's lash capping. My bad. Yeah, I mean Drake. I don't actually. If that's the case, which it is, I don't think Drake can really contest it because that's just gonna be hard to punish by lash.
Yeah, you
Lash
can't
is
even
gonna-
get that tank shot.
Yeah, lash is just gonna eat him up if he goes in for that. So.
Yeah, and then Lash is also eyeing that comm tower in the bottom left. Okay, Jackleyman is going in. Takes out whatever was on the city. Infantry goes down. Jackleyman is fearless.
And we put an infantry in front of the anti-air to interrupt harder? I'm not sure.
I think that city only has 2 capture points left.
Okay,
so
you just take the the northern 8. Yep.
City's still going through. That's a really good attack. Now the infantry has to waste a turn capping, so it can't attack the 9. The anti-air could hit the mech, perhaps. It's on a mountain, but it's probably still a really good attack. The coppers can go in. Okay, some sign of life is within Jackleyman. Jackleyman's down to a minute though, actually ahead on unit value now. Copters feast, eat all the tanks, and then Banjoey's tanks come in. Yeah, this tank engage is terrible. Banjoey let me cope. Yeah, or Bogeus let me cope. Yeah. Yeah, we actually should switch the direction of these armies probably on the Muji game so the black boats face each other. There we go. Ooh, Villafort with the medium tank. All right.
Good old Lash teching up.
Yeah, there's a copter over there too. Oh, nice engagement there for Villafort. Muji gets the first strike, but just like in the Von Bolt game, goes. Oh man, that's brutal. Absolutely brutal. Anti-air could go in and take a shot, but then you're giving up the comm tower. Muji's kind of in a rock and a hard place. Like, his units on the left are kind of pinched between Lash's army.
I think one thing to consider, from my experience, I've been told that medium tanks that aren't forced are usually a bad investment this early in the game. They 8 medium tank. You could have theoretically gone for something different here, I think. We'll see how it works out in the next few turns, but I think, I mean, maybe it's to counter the tank helicopter until they can get an AA up, but this is not a great position here.
Yeah, but Banjoey with the max force counterattacking, taking all the coppers have feasted, taking out some tanks, and the anti-air goes down to 1 HP as well. The anti-air got a hit on the mech, knocking it down to 3 HP. Banjoey's got 5 minutes left. Jackleyman is in some trouble. Jackleyman's gonna get that corner city, I think. Yeah, that's pretty much guaranteed. So that is gonna go through. Jackleyman's gonna be down 5 cities though after that. Banjoey's just looking really strong. It's day 15 on that round, and then on the Muji 6 Villafort game, it's day 9. Let's see. 21k to 16k, yeah. It's still brutal. That is a lot of charge for Olaf, though. And that's what Olaf likes. Okay, using the black boat to trap Muji's black boat in. And also heal the tank. And the medium tank now comes in. And now, Muji, I don't think, can fight this.
I think Muji's fine with that. There's a lot of pressure in the top right with 2 infantry able to now come in and start capping from behind. It's really going to come down to how much value that fighting on the left side is going to provide Villafort here.
Yeah, I think the infantry can get cleared out, but Muji can't really cap anything immediately. Because you could hit the, you could clear out the infantry on the city, skip the comm tower to start capping it, but I think it's just more useful getting the comm tower, because Drake has minus 30% attack for air units, so Drake really needs double comm towers. Unless his air units are going to hit, like, Downy Soft. I think Muji is okay. Yeah, it's... I mean, the global damage kind of, like, is a huge factor, but you just got to be careful from that medium tank. The Lash doesn't get wall breaks on against the artillery. Jackleyman now down to below 2 minutes. Trades out a copter, but is in a pretty rough spot. This corner's getting steamrolled again, but now Banjoey's got properties. 22.3k next turn. Base skip Neo. Could see a base skip Neo. I'm definitely here for the base skip Neo. That would counter the medium tank. Could also go medium and then infantry on the other side. I don't know. Oh, Jacqueline went down to 90 seconds, 80 seconds.
Yeah, I just think Jacqueline also spent maybe a little bit too much time in the opener in the first 6 turns of the game, maneuvering that artillery. I think it's just gonna come back to bite him here. He just doesn't have enough time to plan these moves out.
Yeah. It all comes back down to that artillery, but I really think that artillery was the wrong buy at first, because it allowed Banjoey to kind of get a grip in the corner before a bunch of his vehicles got online. Just could bully Jacqueline Man with just 2 tanks. That just spit. And that kind of allowed Banjoey to be a really aggressive early, even more than like usual with Max. So
I agree. Notably, Muji has built an artillery first. We know what we say about artilleries.
no, he built the artillery in response to the medium tank.
But I was just saying he was the first player of the 2 to build artillery.
Yeah.
We'll see how his timer is affected by this artillery in the coming turns.
Yeah, Muji's gonna get pinched on both sides. You got 2 tanks coming up, as well as the tank medium tank anti-air combination. I guess the anti-air is gonna go to the right and deal with the copter, but
Just what's medium tank here, right? Then it's fine.
yeah, I think Muji's still fine because all the good players in chat say so, but
Yeah, you can just build medium tank. He's chilling. You got medium tank artillery to defend the base.
you got Neo money. Neo tank.
Double base skip for Neo.
Why are none of the bases on the right map next to the pipes? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Pipe runner just going around the map hitting people
Yeah.
from the side.
The black boat is gonna move back and repair the tank. It also blocks for it. Okay, that's a nice little wall there. Medium
Great wall.
tank.
Medium tank build. Look at that.
Villafort might be able to hornswoggle this property right here. I guess there's this infantry defending, but this infantry can go in the mountains and grab it, and then this other infantry, and then with lash powers, like, the infantry will be flying through the mountains. Just like in Lord of the Rings, when they should have had the eagles just carry them to Mount Doom. That's what everyone says.
Ask anyone. They'll tell you.
And have you seen the theory that's like when Gandalf said "Fly, you fools" when the Balrog like put him into the abyss, like he meant like use the eagles because he said fly. And it's like no, he just meant run. Like the eagles would never work because Sauron has flying units like that. The Witch King and all the Nazguls, they ride on dragons. Like the eagles are not beating dragons.
They have the fell beasts.
Yeah. The fell beasts. This map would be C rank if pipe runners were good. This map would be S rank if pipe runners were good. Like you typed the wrong letter there. They are close to each other on the keyboard, so I understand. Pipe runners wouldn't be viable even if bases were next to pipes, TBH. Maybe not, but they would be an option, and that makes it even better. Jacqueline is now on increment. Does take out a tank though. The anti-air is too far away to deal with any copters. Jacqueline is just holding on for dear life. Gonna need some more Winter Furies though. And we're on day 16, so needs some more flips, or else Banjoey could just win off capture limit. Probably to help beginners that they aren't next to the bases. Yeah. But it would be really cool. There was that one tournament, I think it was like Quack Cup 3, where pipe runners they made a map specifically designed for pipe runners. I see no objection to the map being C rank. Yeah, C stands for Christian. It's Christian rank. Oh, Villafort starting a city right there. Oh. Now we'll be up 2k if that city goes through. Also capping this city down here, 516. That's going to go through next turn. And got the comm tower. So we got 2 comm towers apiece. Pipe runners are viable on squeezy tubes. Doesn't squeezy tube come with a pre-built pipe runner, or am I thinking of the next map? Or a different map? Oh, Quack Up 1, okay.
Yeah, I think. I mean, Muji can interrupt the cap, but I don't know if it's. I don't know how much that's worth it to lose an infantry when you're already. I mean, you're not down units yet, but that's just edging you even closer to being down unit counts.
No, the infantry. The
Oh,
infantry
never mind. It
can't get
cannot.
there as a mountain.
It cannot because there's a mountain.
Yeah.
Never mind. It's just a guaranteed cap. That's a great flip.
Yeah, that is a really good find by Villafort.
It is just Armageddon in this Jackley Man versus Banjoey game right now.
Yeah, Jack Lehman down to 12 seconds, but Winter Fury's coming next turn.
Winter Fury is happening. Oh gosh.
Is Banjoey gonna pop the power or going to just take out some units? Okay, Copter can take out the 3 HP infantry, and then Tank can hit the anti-air. I think that would have been a little bit better, but you would trade a tank for an anti-air basically. I don't know if anti-airs get one shot by max tanks from
I don't think they do.
roads.
Even if they're on roads, I don't think.
Winter Fury is coming in.
That is inevitable. Winter is coming.
Hit mech with Copter and prevent lander. No. Banjoey went for a bit of a different approach. Bogeus cheering for his fellow B Emerald. We got Banjoey, Bogeus, Bongo, Banjo, all in Emerald. All the B players in Emerald. Only Briarios, Baptin, and Bengineer are the Bronze B players. So we got Bronze and Emerald with the Bs. Yes, but Banjoey's now double unit value against Jackley Man. Winter Fury is gonna bring that down probably like to 90k perhaps. Oh, look, let's go, dude! My math is so good.
Bro's very excited about the math.
I am, but now, let's see what Jackley Man can do on increment. Needs to get some flips.
To be honest here, there's not too much in range to deal damage with other than infantry for Jackley Man.
Yeah, it's got one anti-air to take out a Copter, but...
Yeah, not going to take too much advantage of the damage bonus here from the super.
Yeah, yeah, this is really good positioning from Banjoey. Now, Jackley Man doesn't really have that much counterplay, and then, even though Banjoey gets stalled by the snow a little bit, it's still fine. Math, where? You forgot Backley Man and Bampleman. Yeah.
Backley Man.
Red black boat might about to get shot. Yeah, could shoot that black boat with the artillery, actually. We got a lot of B players in the tournament, though. Oh, taking out the infantry or whatever was on that port. Now, Muji could get the base flip and build a battleship, and Drake's battleships get 10% defense because he is the sailor of Green Earth. And I think if you're Villafort, you have to just front shift over to the right. I don't think Villafort can keep fighting over here. So I'm kind of interested to see what happens.
Yeah, I don't see much benefit from fighting after you get the city flip on that side, so I think it would be wise to just move over. I mean, it's medium tank artillery anti-air. You're not going to really be able to break that.
Yeah. Oh, the black boat gets whacked. Ooh, Muji 6 making a play on Villafort's comm tower. But you're facing up against a Lash infantry on a mountain, so it's going to take like 2 or 3 infantry to actually dislodge that thing.
Yeah, it's going to be quite difficult. Oh man, we're just seeing a lot of flips from Muji as well. I mean, I think they're kind of just going back and forth. Like, Villafort's going to flip that city on the island, and then Muji's going to flip the city on the top. So
yeah.
We're not really seeing too much of an income difference there. And Muji ends up with a pretty fortified position on the left side of the map, so I think he's happy to take that engagement.
Yeah. The Holy Polish Empire looking really strong in both of these games. Or sorry, no, in the left game, but in the right game, Muji 6 is ahead. The Holy Polish Empire looking evenly strong. And Banjoi's just going to retreat a little bit. And the thing is like, yeah, these like Winter Furies, they're giving Jacqueline breathing room. But the issue is going to attack the lander. Now the battlecopter's almost out of missiles. The thing is, like, even though the Winter Fury is like giving Jacqueline breathing room, Jacqueline is not able to get flips. And, you know, might see another Winter Fury or 2 before day limit, but Jacqueline needs to get like 3 or 4 flips in order to have a chance.
Yeah. I'm just not seeing where those flips are gonna happen.
Yeah, not even in that corner. Shooting some infantry. Jacqueline's low on clock. Charge reset back to springtime.
Yeah, I mean, these Winter's Furies are just not shoring up the gap between the unit count and the income lead.
Yeah. 30,000 value lead, though. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Banjo is just super head. There's a medium tank, though. So that's going to be a little... Well, actually, there's going to be 3 copters in the area. And I think 3 copters a tank takes out medium tank. Maybe even more with max. Or even less, I mean, like... I think 3 copters will just do it by themselves.
I think medium tank is not that big of a deal if you consider the fact that that's basically just giving up the top right-hand corner.
Yeah. That is true. And Banjoey just needs a healthy infantry or get that comm tower flip as well. This is looking really strong for Banjoey. Jacqueline down to a minute. You can taste numbers now. Yeah. Jacqueline doesn't have the infantry to flip stuff. Completely agree. There's not a lot of properties that are like really flippable at this point because Banjoey has map control and Jacqueline doesn't have healthy infantry in position to flip stuff. So Banjoey's just in the driver's seat. Maybe Jacqueline can get another Winter Fury off and use that to turn the tide, but it's going to be really hard. And meanwhile, Villefort retreated back towards his top base. And, going to do a little weasel infantry play, grabbing the city on 314. So both those cities are going to get traded. So Villefort's still about to be up 3k, which is really good for Villefort. But maybe Muji can put some pressure on the port. And a battleship right there would be absolutely insane. Drake gets 10% defense with naval units. So you're never dislodging that battleship.
How much are battleships again?
28,000.
28.
Yeah. Air carriers are 30,000 though.
Dang. All right. Well, we'll see how long it takes them to start getting battleships, as those are pretty darn expensive, and you'd have to avoid building tanks for at least a turn.
But they're really strong.
That would make sense.
They lock down the base.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, maybe that does sound really worth.
Yeah. Okay, I agree with what Villefort's doing. Shifting away from the base there and puts the Black Book on Muji's port to block a little bit of movement, but now Muji's going in on the reclaiming that island city. Oh, Max Force has been activated in the other game. So much is going on. Oh, went in for the attack and then just kind of waited. Maybe didn't get the roll. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. Oh, man. Okay, 6 HP Copter has to stop blocking the lander in order to get that takeout, but yeah, you had to do that at that point. With power pops, you got to make the most of it, and there it is. Copter's going to chip a tank down. This tank's going to take it out. More infantry is about to go down. Bang. Ooh, nice. Now the anti-air goes down.
Bang.
Ooh,
Oh.
Nicely done. 2 HP.
2 HP is not enough to one-shot an HP copter, right?
No, not even close. It'll do like 2 or 3 damage.
Okay.
Yeah. And Banjoey is doing great, doubling Olaf's unit count.
Yeah, I think at this point, Banjoey can just start building double infantry out of the top bases and just start tacking up out of the bottom bases, and
Yeah.
that's gonna be all she wrote here. I don't think Winter's Fury is gonna come in a third time quick enough, especially on increment gaming.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it'll come in, but the issue is the flips. Jack Lehman needs, like, he's down 6k. He needs, like, to flip 3 of Max's cities to tie. Oh, and then that other city's gonna go through, so it's gonna be 7k. Like, I just don't see how Jack Lehman can get the flips necessary to tie the game.
Yeah. I
Don't
just
pick
don't
up
see
his
that happening.
Banjoey. Double infantry top bases. Yeah, double infantry tank copter I think is a good build. So teleport tiles between the top left bases and the pipes would be perfect. Yeah, that you whatever Mind Commander was snorting before, you've also found some of it. Teleport tiles. I thought about including some teleport tile maps in the tournament, but in the end, decided maybe that's not a good idea. They just make the game so much more wild.
I can see how that would happen. Yeah, I mean, Banjoey's sending the medium tank in, but it's on a road.
Oh yeah, that's gonna get blasted.
That's probably gonna die, I think. I mean,
Yeah.
I think with the anti-air and the copter there, it's decently punishable, but I think Banjoey is completely fine with trading down for that medium tank.
Yeah. Okay, Jack Lehman's gonna get some infantry takeouts, but I think it's just not gonna be enough. Banjoey's just controlled the pace of the game, and these Winter Furies have given Jack Lehman some breathing room, but still just doing great, and builds 3 anti-airs now out of the box, or builds another anti-air, so 2 anti-airs and a 2 HP anti-air. And a tank. Meanwhile,
What are the
Muji
chances?
busting out the second Drake Copter.
Oh. What are the chances we see Banjoey go for the lab cap here?
Could do that. Yeah, it's the only lab on the map. That it's not a bad idea. The 6 HP could do it. I don't think it's like super optimal, but it's not a bad idea because the thing about it is Jack Lehman has to respect. They'll only have 3 minutes left to get the lab cap, or to stop the lab cap and deal with the bottom. So yeah, I think Jack Lehman's in trouble. Let's see. Bengineers should make maps for the next tournament. Definitely, I agree with that. I made a map that uses them to make indirects the only combat unit. I'm kind of curious to see that, but I'm also afraid. Copter getting hit and medium getting hit twice. Wait, no, Banjoey clears Copter and tank blocks out the anti-airs. That's going to be so bad for Jack Lee. Yeah, let's see if Banjoey can find this wall break. I honestly would... Okay, gonna use the... Oh, okay, that's pretty good, honestly.
Nice.
Now that other infantry can hit the lab. Yeah, this is looking really good for Banjoey. This game's looking pretty hopeless for Jack Lee, man. The good news for Jack Lee, man, is that his team is still moving on, advancing to the playoffs, guaranteed, but could move down to the 2 seed depending on how next week's matches go. And Team Free Dudes, I feel like, is still kind of slept on. Kant Bay is really strong. Deadfs is on Mind Gamers. Who's Free Dude Stellar? Talos, really strong. Always turns up in tournaments.
Yeah, I just think this Banjoey versus Jack Lehman game is kind of in a state of it might just be over. The army on the right side from Banjoey can pretty much just wall off that base so it can't interact.
Yeah.
And then it's basically up to what he could build from the south, and I don't think that the southern army can walk past to get up there quick enough either. So I just think
No.
this is.
Winter Fury could buy Jack Lehman another turn with the lab, but I think the lab is not like the win condition, you know. Tank goes down. Jack Lee should play for third Winter Fury. I'm back waiting for Izanagi to show availability. So Izanagi and Poland are the finalists of the Mock Cup. Two very opposite players. And forfeit while the map is festive. That's a good idea, yeah. Jack Lehman could pop the Blizzard, have it snow, and then forfeit. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, I gotta like that when the map changes colors. Okay, the Villafort meanwhile went for the Interrupt. So Villafort's still up 3k. And has a little expeditionary... Okay, looks like two armies about to clash here. We got Drake's force on the right with 3 tanks and a copter and a second copter on the way versus Villafort's forces of 4 tanks and 1 copter and a second copter on the way. And then on top left we got medium tank per side, 2 tanks and an anti-air for Villafort, and then an anti-air artillery for Muji 6. But could see some powers coming in as both these powers are almost charged. Crowd, who would you pick on the right map?
On the right map?
Yeah.
I mean, I've been playing a lot of Lash recently, so, and with Lash being 3k up and having not built an Artie, I think there's some argument for
I mean, like,
here.
with CO, like, would you go Lash or Drake or Sammy? Or Rachel or no, Rachel's banned, or Adder?
I mean, I would probably just go Lash because I've been playing a lot of Lash recently. I can tell you I probably would not play something slower like Drake just because it feeds into my unwillingness to make fights on the map. So
Yeah.
I have to force myself to play aggressive COs.
I do that too, but that's because I really like being aggressive and finding little tactics. But the medium tank goes down. Winter Fury is going to be coming in, so that will interrupt the lab. The black boat is blocking the square to interrupt from the lab from. So okay, now okay, so I see what Banjo is doing. Just preparing for winter, going to just retreat the vehicles, and then after winter goes off, then go for the lab. Gonna try and put the nail in the coffin here. But the coffin might have already been shut long before. Muji is doing so good. Yeah, Muji's down a little bit on time. But is doing great. Lash is up 3k. But that's fine for Drake. He got a really nice shot on the medium tank and has the artillery guarding the medium tank as well. Nice find by Muji. Crowd co-commentator. Exactly, Astaroth. Astaroth is like, what does the state of this game come to when crowd's co-commentating?
Yeah, crowd co-commentating is interesting. You know, I might see some interesting plays here and there, but in reality, I'm just kind of I'm just the chair, one might say.
That's right. Oh man, Joey's down to 2 minutes as well. Okay, 2 coppers are gonna get taken out. Hey, Winter Fury! But Max is still doubling Jack Lehman's unit value. So the anti-air I think is gonna take out the 7. There you go. But other than that, like, what attacks really does Jack Lehman have? Can take out the can hit the HP tank on the lab. But okay, takes out some copters. But this is still looking really strong for Banjoey.
One might say it's looking grim.
Just like to see my teammate Urwell here. Yeah, Crowd's got to turn on his camera.
Crowd does not have a camera, unfortunately. He might have one soon.
Izanagi is available, so Christian 1 is going to do the Mock Cup finals between Poland and Izanagi. And that's going to be a very exciting game. Triple unit value? Yeah, I guess not. I guess it was, and then the Winter Fury hit.
Yeah. Is there a world where Muji hits the just regular CO power, Or does he just always waits for super?
The Drake normal CO power is pretty situational, but it can be good. The thing about the normal CO power is it's more expensive than or 2 normal CO powers are more expensive than a super. So you really only want to do it when you need the extra like chip down to do a wall break or get a nice attack, or like maybe the fuel drain. Okay, Jack Lee Man has resigned.
Yeah, that's expected.
Ban Joey with the W will be getting the win over Jack Lee Man. So let's go to that. Put the game link. Ban Joey takes the win over Jack Lee Man, and the Holy Polish Empire closes the series to 4-2. And now we'll go to this game. GG indeed. But now we go, as we maximize this game, we go into the game with supers almost activated. Muji, I think, is going to get the super next turn. Maybe. I think so. I think so
because the medium tank is gonna die, right? Artillery plus 4 HP tank shot.
Yeah, but that's not going to give you enough charge. I think you have to take. He needs 9k-ish.
9k, okay.
Yeah.
That's a good amount of charge, because then you can. I don't know.
Taking out a 3 HP medium tank would be what, like. I can do math.
It's like 30% of
it's
16k, so 4 or 5 probably.
But you divide it in half because it's damage you deal.
Oh, right. 5k.
So yeah, a couple thousand. All right. So now the final game of the Mind Gamers versus Holy Polish Empire is now in full swing. Villafort down to 4 minutes. Muji down to 1.5. Villafort did interrupt the cap right here, maintaining a 3k income lead. But I think if you attack the 2 tanks and the medium tank, you might get enough charge next turn. This is pretty good positioning from Villafort to not let the copters can I think Muji can get it. This copter can attack a tank for just a couple extra thousand. Okay, medium tank is cleared out. Muji now just needs 7,000. You can even use the anti-air to attack a tank. I think Muji can easily get this. And this Typhoon is gonna hurt. Okay, not gonna use the anti-air to attack a tank.
Interesting.
Let's see. Interesting. It happened to work out that both pools, the 1-0 teams faced off and the 2-0 teams faced off. Yeah. So next week, the 2-0 team is only playing together first or second, and then 1-1 teams face off for the last slot. And the OT team is playing for consolation placement. Yeah. That's pretty much it. And the seeds could matter. I mean, if you think a team from the other pool, like the first seed, is like significantly stronger than the second seed, or like there's a given matchup or whatever that you feel like your team matches up in a little bit better, then the seedings could make a difference. Okay, let's see. I feel like if you can get the Typhoon this turn, you should go for it.
I feel like that could be accurate and just make it harder for them to punish.
Yeah, okay, going in. That's going to be a tank taken out by the anti-air. I guess no Super CO power. We also don't know which team would be first and second seed necessarily. Yeah, exactly. Because game differential is the is the tiebreaker. Now I really want Villafort to win. Well, Villafort's your teammate, so of course you should want Villafort to win. Oh, okay, that actually was a good trade for getting charge. And anti. Oh, that'll do it. Here it comes. Here comes the rain. Not yet. Not yet. Huh? Rain? No.
Are we waiting?
We're waiting. We're holding on to the rain. We're holding on to the rain.
We go triple infantry build. We just build infantry. Or there's actually only 2 bases.
Yeah, there's 2 bases.
Oh,
Now,
infantry tank.
sometimes when you're playing up against a CO like Drake, you sometimes do want to go like triple infantry build, because like like you just bank up more money, and then when they click global damage, and then you like don't take as much damage back. But this lack of rain is very interesting. Now Villefort can pop the super if necessary, but I don't know if this is a good turn for Villefort to pop the super. This position looks really good for Muji, but you know what's not really good is my bladder, so I'll be right back.
Chair stream yet again. How's everyone doing today? Everyone enjoying the games? Enjoying Kesler having to do chair stream? Maybe he forgot. I don't think he forgot. Maybe he just wants to wait. I don't think it would do much because I think Villefort could just wait to pop their super afterwards. And it'd be fine. Yeah. I think Muji's in a position that he can definitely wait. I do think Villefort is currently also in a very good position, but if you consider the gap between their supers, I mean that Muji's super can definitely even out the playing field quite a bit, and I think Muji's positioning also is a lot better. Jair hype.
I have returned. Let's see. Yeah, I'm officially a streamer when I got the chair going on. At least there's no Hell's Kitchen in the background. Gordon Ramsay he like made a tweet and it was like the episode of Hell's Kitchen last night was a real banger, but don't worry if you missed it, you can still watch on XQC stream tonight. Just like the streamers were just blatantly like violating copyright, and then they ruined it for everybody else because now you can't play like video game audio on Twitch without getting copyrighted.
What?
Yeah, like you have to be like playing the video game. Like if you're like playing this game and you're playing like Zelda audio, you can get copyrighted, I believe.
Dang.
Yeah, there it is. Now the rain hits. Let the rain fall down, and let's see. This is going to be a lot of economic damage to Lash, because even though a lot of these units are going to get healed, it's going to cost a lot of money to repair them all back. But Muji's got 2 minutes. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I don't see a lot of places Muji can really push, though, is the thing. I guess maybe onto that port. Brings the medium tank back.
I don't know. I think Muji was just worried about holding on to the power of this super for too long, which I think it's a fair point.
Yeah.
I do think that gives Muji a little bit more time.
Okay.
But I also... Oh, nice.
That's a good find. Now that city's gonna get flipped. I think
Yeah,
1
that city's
HP
definitely
tank,
flipped.
I don't know how much it does, actually. 1 HP tank. Initial tile. Oh, even with the silo, it's not doing anything. So,
Interesting.
Antair's gonna go back, try to counter that copter. Yeah, this looks pretty good for Muji, although Villefort is up 3k income, so could just like stall a little bit, regroup, get some infantry, try to maybe push for this island here.
Yeah, I mean, good tank positioning. 4 tanks in the north, but there is a medium tank that can turn around and start fighting there. It'll really come down to whether they can get the anti-air
Yeah,
away from Villafort.
this looks like we're going to see a play on the port, and that's always the best. Drake doesn't need a push, he just needs to not die. Yeah, that's true, but I mean, at some point there is day limit, so Drake has to get flips.
True.
Well, that's a city flip unless Villafort sacks 8 HP Copter. Yeah, that city flip's going to be huge. I don't think it's worth it for Villafort to sack the Copter just for delay the city for like 2 turns. Oh, activates the super. Let's see what Villafort's got cooking on this one. Let's see if he's going to take Muji to Hell's Kitchen. Okay, actually does use the Copter. Okay, Villafort clearly the Holy Polish Empire because that's a Poland move if I ever saw one. Sacking Copters for income. Villafort's definitely learning from his captain.
3 Copters on the top right for Muji. I mean, this medium tank can go in for a hit on this light tank, but I think it gets trapped. No, it can't.
It can't get
side
trapped.
ride.
Yeah, it's fine. Oh, great shot. 60% attack from the lab, and the anti-air using the going through woods and takes out the Copter. Not anti-air is going to get traded, but that's a really good Copter takeout to get. Now the medium tank is a little bit stronger over there on that side. But the medium tank's going to actually go and attack the infantry. So Villafort might be going Scorched Earth. We might see some cap limit shenanigans too. Tank sacrifice itself for just a bit of chip damage. And that allows this tank to go in and knocks it down to 1 HP infantry. Is that going to finish it off? Or is it going to go in the mountains? Finishes off the tank. Okay, a pretty good super turn there for Villafort. Muji down to 12 seconds. Villafort at 3.5 minutes.
Increment gaming.
Yeah. But look at the look at this cap on 212 with Lash's power active. That's so let's see, 60% defense, 70. Astaros says 90% defense for Super CO power.
Damn.
Where is the 90 coming from? I only get 70 because it's 60 for terrain being doubled, and then 10% for popping your power. She ignores rain apparently, but not snow. Snow counters her, but not rain. Yes, Lash does ignore rain. Very nice. And I'm not sure if Lash ignores Sandstorm, but Sandstorm's the most toxic weather ever conceived. And that's why the reason it's not in Advanced Wars by Web. Sandstorm gives all units minus 30% attack and all indirects minus 1 range.
Dang.
Yeah.
You should make a map where it's always Sandstorm.
That is awful. Sandstorm's not even programmed into the website. That's how cursed it is.
Yeah, you could make an extension for it.
No, that's cursed, dude. That's how you get excommunicated from the community. 90% on HQ and mountain, but only 70% on city. Okay, so yeah, 70% defense though. This artillery and the infantry could interrupt, but with the black boat, might be able to repair it. Black boat's also running out of fuel. It's got 6 fuel left. The Drake fuel drain is depleting the fuel of the black boats. Oh, takes out that copter right there. Nice find. Okay, infantry's down to 9 HP. I guess the the infantry could have gone here, attacked. This infantry could have attacked, but that's going to be a very losing trade. It would interrupt the city for a little bit longer, though.
Yeah, at this point, Blackbolt just heals and then cap. It's fine.
So Sandstorm removes 6 HP every turn, or 6% HP, except on Rock, Steel, and Ground types. That was a good one. Luckily, every unit set infantries are Steel types. Yeah, exactly. Honestly, removing, like, chipping infantry every turn would be less toxic than the actual Sandstorm. That'd still be pretty toxic, though. Let's
Be pretty toxic.
Now repair cap. Yeah, that's the thing about this is because you needed both these 2 infantry. A black boat heals this up to 10 HP and the cap goes through. So Villafort's gonna get a flip and be up 5 cities after that. That's really huge. So as like the position of like looks good for Muji, but Villafort can just play for cap limit now.
True. Cap is Prime is at 25, right?
30.
30.
Yeah. So with Sandstorm CO would be crack broken. Yeah, Sandstorm CO would beat Hachi. But Mangs did a little experiment where he had 2 pros play. One person played as Hachi, one person played as Olaf, but it was constant snow, and Olaf won. Didn't even have to really use Winter Fury. That just sealed the deal. That's how broken snow is.
Dang. I played 1 game against Olaf in my entire Global League career, and I beat that player.
Let's see. Sandstorm should just drain fuel 3 times as fast. Wait, what's the fuel on Black Boat? 5. So the Black Boat can't really move anywhere, but it repairs the infantry. The flip goes through. The Villafort's up 5 cities. Christian One says, for anyone curious, Mod Cup Grand Finals will be in 3 minutes. Christian is casting it. I wonder if Bogeus is co-casting it as well. And we're definitely rating after this stream. But Muji 6 down to 4 seconds. And honestly, like, just looking at the whole entire board state, I would prefer Villafort's position, but maybe Muji 6 is objectively winning if everyone plays perfect.
Yeah, I think the ball's definitely in Villafort's court to make some big plays here.
You mean Muji's court?
No, Villafort. Villafort needs to make big plays. I mean, down unit count. I mean, obviously before builds, but I don't think the builds catches you up that much.
No. But I was saying Villafort can just play for cap limit.
Yeah, that is a long time from now, to be fair.
Yeah. But a lot can happen. The thing is, like, once you get to turn 25, like, you don't even have to attack vehicles. You just gotta hit infantry, because it takes 2 turns to cap, 3 if you get it down to 9 HP. You still need income as Drake, yeah. So, definitely tune into the Mod Cup Grand Finals, but still have this tab open, so I feel good about myself. Now, okay, interrupts. Puts the medium tank on the city. That's gonna be hard to dislodge. 6 HP Copter's probably doing like 1 damage to it. Oh, it's a 6 HP Drake Copter. Yeah, that thing's hitting that thing like a wet noodle. And then the medium tank could do some damage, but it's gonna get smacked. So that Villafort had a couple really good turns that seemed to equalize the game. And 5k income is no joke. He's up 5k income. How is this just not entirely winning for Lash? Because global damage is just that stupid. If Drake can get like another Typhoon off pretty soon, then it can just do a lot of damage to Lash and be like allow Drake to get these flips.
Yeah, I mean, I think, like we said before, I mean, Villafort's got like a huge advantage in terms of eco. Now it's just really up to them to really punch it home with that eco advantage, because if they take too much longer to take advantage of it, Muji's just gonna get another super, and it's gonna be kind of tough to make plays after that.
Yeah. The income lead isn't going to stick, and army value is fine, says Mind Commander. But Bogeus says this is really tough. 14k income isn't enough for global damage. 14k to 16k would be okay. Maybe 17k. 19k is way too much. Depends on how long this income lead will last. The likelihood being able to prepare and get the cap was huge. Yeah, it's not over.
Yeah.
Just needs to change. Muji gets the port. Oh, that port is gonna fall. Oh, that's huge. Absolutely huge. That could swing the game.
Infantry build, yeah. With that infantry build, it's going to be kind of hard to make too much counterplay. 2 copters with no anti-air, and on top of that, if you don't build a medium tank there, you're going to be struggling to play into those 4 tanks, even if one of them is 1 HP.
Do you know why this port's about to fall? Because there was an artillery build down here, crowd.
Ooh, wait a minute. Hold up. Increment gaming though. Okay, we got our
Yeah.
builds out.
Yeah.
Wait. Is he gonna get his second build out? 5 seconds.
Oh, gotta move the tank.
No.
Move the tank. Oh, doesn't have enough money anyway. Okay.
Okay, never mind. He base skipped.
Let's see. Yeah, but can he just heal everything up? On top of that, build copters and tanks in return, no problem. Yeah, but like the whoa, we got the derpy Drake profile now. It's even worse than the normal Drake profile picture. It's just glitched out, and now we have Derp Drake. Derp Drake can't hurt you. Also Derp Drake, just menacingly over there. The issue is like, yeah, healing up is works, but you can't heal up copters really. And the fuel drain's also really brutal on copters, and also you spend money when you heal. So if you heal 4 tanks or 5 tanks, that's like the price of a whole other tank right there. Okay, medium tank's gonna go in and chip down that copter some more. And even the regular tank comes in, not afraid of Drake's copters. Medium tank, this base could be cooked. That port is guaranteed, I think.
Yeah, I think there's not much counterplay without an anti-air over there. There's a second copter coming in.
No.
I mean, yes, the 2 HP copter is kind of useless, but I mean, a copter's a copter. We can probably base lock that medium next turn.
Yeah, maybe if you're Villafort, you take this shot, you move all these vehicles up here in this area somewhere, and you just run away from the mechs. But we might, I think the point of the artillery was to base lock from behind the mountains. And actually, Villafort is not afraid of mechs going in, going to go in with the tanks. Okay, so we might see a base trade, which would be pretty epic. But this looks pretty good for Muji, to be honest. The time is going to be an issue, though. Muji's playing on increment.
Yeah, there's a lot of hard decisions to make here.
Oh, nice play by Villafort. Now the port is protected. At the cost of 1 tank, you've neutralized the port threat. That was a great play.
That was great, yes.
That's why Villafort was Poland's first pick. Poland was like, I need a good centurion to command my armies for the Holy Polish Empire.
Wait, so what is Muji build? Oh,
Another mech.
I mean, I guess fair enough if you're fighting so close to your
Yeah.
base, just spamming mechs.
Copter's running a little low on fuel. It uses 3 fuel every turn. And then
Okay,
every
cap
square it
again.
moves, it uses another fuel. Interrupts the cap. That tank's gonna get traded. This cap is still gonna get contested. Okay, tank gets traded. Oh, excuse me. Okay, medium tank moves up. That's a pretty good spot for it.
Yeah, Muji's position is just getting better and better. After Villafort has gone in for this base lock, this attempted base lock that, you know, probably won't happen for another 3 turns, even if he did get the ability to do it. I mean, Muji's just going to rotate his 2 tanks over and go, alright, now try it.
Yeah. And the supers are gonna be online pretty soon. Villafort also get close to power, which can be useful. There's so many woods on this map that you could just, that power, just being able to ignore them is huge. But this is looking really good for Muji now. But it's 6k down, so needs to find some flips. Muji has no infantry. Yeah, that is the issue. And with like the base situation, like this base is really the only thing that can build infantry, because out of this base, if you build infantry, the base just falls. And mechs can cap stuff too, but since they move a lot slower. You could build like a black boat out of the port or something like that, and then use the extra movement to get infantry to captures quickly, but Copter is now down to 1 HP. The probably needs anti-air over here or something. The medium tank could go over here and finish off the Copter. Need an anti-air. Over there, the tanks can't really reach. This city will go through in 2 turns. There we go.
expected.
Yeah. I wonder, like, what flips you go for if you're Muji. There's only one healthy infantry. And it can go for this flip down here at 212, but there's a copter guarding it, the tank's kind of guarding it. Okay,
Yeah,
copter's
not
out.
anymore.
Not anymore. What about today?
What about today?
Yeah, I mean, if this was like Global League and there's no day limit, I think Muji would be doing just fine, but with day limit, it really hurts global damage, which is good because global damage is a lot easier to play in live, but it is allowing, okay, this tank could get maybe picked off by some of these light tanks, but the copter is going to move around, burn an extra couple fuel, unfortunately, but hits the tank. The other tank is traded, continuing to cap.
Is that not just a dead tank on that city?
It could be. It could very well be a dead tank on that city. Yeah. It could definitely just get destroyed. The artillery is covering this square.
True. But you could attack with the copter from that tile, I guess, but then you lose it to the other copter, right? 6 HP copter probably kills. Well, it's low fuel.
It's not going to kill a 9 HP copter.
Yeah, especially not while it's low fuel. And it's, well,
Well,
yeah.
fuel doesn't affect firepower, but when it goes to 0 at the beginning of its turn, it crashes.
Oh. Never mind. See, isn't this great having a bronze player who's played, like, less than 50 games on your stream?
Yes, that's exactly. It makes it
doesn't
even
even know-
better. It makes it
Doesn't
even
even know
better.
what fuel is.
Let's see. This game is going to day 30. We'll see 3 Drake Super Steel powers total. Yeah, we might have. Yeah, we're definitely going to see another superpower, and I don't know if Drake will be able to get a 4th one. But
4th one would be brutal.
a 4th would be, yeah, that'd be a game ender. That block isn't real if he wanted to not be, yeah. But now Muji's, and both players are pretty low, and that's when these games get very exciting. Moves the tank off the base. You gotta build infantry. But even then, like what flips, honestly, are realistically good for Muji to get? Like, this one, maybe that one, that seems like a stretch. Maybe
Yeah, I don't
this
think he's
one,
getting the
that
top
seems
one
like a
for
stretch.
sure.
This one, I think that one's all but guaranteed, at least for Muji. So Muji will get at least something back, but maybe you go for the port, but it just doesn't have the infantry. Okay, gotta chip that copter down even more, so now it's at 2 HP. Doesn't need an anti-air anymore. Maybe you can just go regular tank. And nice be done with the copter, attacking the infantry on the city. So now it's down to 2 HP. Won't be able to get the flip. And artillery not gonna be able to attack the copter. Maybe you go tank here, go infantry next turn. Okay, another copter moves down. Okay, now Muji's running away as this cap is now guaranteed. You know what? Low key, I think no, I was about to say, if this were a recon instead of an anti-air with lash power, it could have stopped this cap. Oh, activates its power anyway. Oh, is the anti-air? Oh, snipes the copter, just picks it off. Nicely done, and then, oh, what a great power from Villafort between those 2 engagements alone.
Yep, sea tiles, mountains, and forests with lash power really comes in handy for sure.
Yeah.
Get a lot of snipes out of nowhere.
Yeah, that was a really good turn, but now the global damage is primed and ready to go. Lemon has called it the power. But now how is Villafort going to push in? I honestly think you do push in. You try to overcharge Drake as much as possible, especially if you want to keep capping that. Okay, join caps. The buildings only has one capture point left, so needs. Oh, this is really good for Villafort now.
Yeah, to be fair, there's not a lot of good terrain to attack from for the last year is the issue.
Yeah. Okay, gonna hit the tank down to 2 HP. Yeah, that is the issue. Oh, yeah, I mean, that power was really good. It interrupted a cap, it took out a copter.
Yeah.
But might be wishing we got a little more value out of that. Let's see. Dang, I forgot lashing Norse terrain. That's crazy. Yeah. Villafort really shouldn't go in more. Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
I agree with that. I was kind of being silly before. I couldn't see. There wasn't really any good wall breaks. That's Mang's infantry. Yeah, this infantry's gonna get taken out for sure. Where do you move this artillery?
I don't know. The medium tank on the left is also concerning.
Yeah, could move it to the city, but even then it could probably still get attacked by some of these tanks.
Well, Lash does love artillery on 3 stars, so...
Lash got barely anything. Yeah. I mean, that power, like the copter takeout and the infantry, the interrupt here, though that's not insignificant. That's not insignificant, but if you're going to pop a 4-star power, when you're super, it's just... a lot better. Like you definitely want to get the most use out of it. You know, it's Lash is not like Max where her like power and super are pretty equally good, and you just kind of feel it out. Now the rain is hit. Muji's equalizing unit value. Who's your favorite CO to play, crowd?
My favorite CO?
Why is it Grim?
Well, I mean, I think it's Kindle. But I have not played very many Kindle games since I started participating in this tournament. Because it's all been tier 3, tier 4 maps.
That's right.
So we'll see if I get to play a tier 2 map and I get to practice with Kindle. But
yeah. There's going to be some tier 2 maps in playoffs.
Woo!
Yeah. The Sea of Power killed 1 copter and interrupted 1 city. Yeah. Maybe not, maybe it wasn't worth it, but... I like the vision of Villafort. Okay, Opera's gonna go over here. At least that's a safe square. And now the infantry's gonna get cleared. This tank's running out of fuel. Drake's own tank's running out of fuel. Get wrecked. Taking out the infantry, sits on the city to get healed up. Not going in on the copter shot. Okay, uses the mech, that'll do it. Almost forgot Crowd is a cornball. What did Crowd say that was cornball? That he likes Kindle? What's your favorite CO underscores and why is it also Grim? Kieran Brennan 9690. I miss playing Kindle in T3. Yeah, but Kindle was just way too good in T3. And you can still play Kindle in T3 and Fog. Kindle's just way too good in Tier 3 Standard.
Now we just play Andy.
Yeah, now Andy's the go-to. We gotta move Andy to Tier 2. But honestly, Andy would not be good in Tier 2.
No. Definitely not.
Kindle Boo. The Kindle's like the most polarizing CO. It's crazy. And I think, honestly, like what I've learned is like the old heads don't like Kindle as much because how dominant Kindle was in Tier 3 and how annoying she was to play against. But I think Kindle is very map dependent, but is a really strong Tier 2 CO. She can hang with the best of them.
I'm just not... I just don't think I was able to bring out the power of Kindle, so I've been taking a break from Tier 2 to play, you know, play Lash, get better at skirmishing.
Lash and Kindle have a pretty similar playstyle when you want to get on cities and blast opponents. Underscore says Eagle the best. You should introduce yourself to Jay Talkwin, because Jay Talkwin is like the greatest Eagle player in the universe. And he loves Eagle and he loves stealth fighters. And he's got like some of the best lightning strikes ever. Let them eat Kindle, that's right. You gotta... Kindle says let them eat cake, because she is very much against the peasantry. Tier 3 was so bad back in the day. I bet. I think... Honestly think the state of the gate, like the game, like the tiering system is in a really good state and like it's really balanced. But I could just be recency bias.
Yeah, you are biased, Kesler.
Andy Mir is slightly better than Kindle Mir. I am very biased. Yeah, that's fair. Hawk Mir is the best. I disagree with that. I think Stern Mir is the worst. Von Bolt Mir and Sasha Mir are all pretty bad, but Grim Mir is the best.
Oh my gosh.
At lower level. At high level, it's just a stall fest, but... I just played a Hawk Mir and won. Hey, congratulations. Muji getting a top left corner property. Yeah, that's gonna be a good flip for Muji right there. We're on day 20, so now's the time. You gotta get these flips in. Huge. Gritmere goated. Sturmere great. Gritmere seems... The Gritmere seems, just thinking about it, seems so bad. Yeah, I can't imagine a world where Gritmere is fun. I'm not trying to, like, bash your opinion.
Dang.
Just when your army is all indirects, like, and your opponent's army is all indirects, like, how do you play that?
You don't.
No, yeah. Wait, I'm talking BS? Maybe. The AA is killing another Bopter if we CO power. Yeah. Could get another power in and oh, nice block from the from Muji 6. The anti-air is locking the copter in. But this anti-air could hit it and then the copter could finish it off. So the copters aren't really locked in, and looks like the Muji's gonna be getting this city right here on 212. Huge. Every city right now is huge. Oh, the city gets started here in the middle. And if you're Villafort, I think you have to interrupt this city.
Yeah, I think that's. I mean, I think there's not really any punishment for interrupting it either, to be honest. Oh, now there is.
Yeah.
I had to say something.
Is it just me, or is the artillery in medium tank range?
Oh.
Oh, the clock. The clock
Increment
has
gaming.
struck.
Chat, we were building artillery in Increment Gaming.
Yeah. But that's all Drake could afford.
Yeah.
But down
That's
here
the-
is looking good for Drake. Okay, Antair is not going to go for the block there. Just going to go in, snipes a copter down to 2 HP. Copter's running really low on fuel. 25 fuel left. Tank chips another tank down. We got the terrain tactics on the table. Tanks join. My eyes are very itchy.
Alright. Unfortunately, Kesler,
What?
I did not have knowledge that we were going to cast another game. I actually don't have any more time left, so
Oh, you're good, man.
I'm gonna have to dip out. This was a cool game. The last game was also very fun to watch.
Yeah.
Got to see Banjo take out another Olaf player.
Yeah. Well, thanks for hopping on, man. I really appreciate it. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Anything you want to say to the people?
Get ready for Monday. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm ready too. I'm so ready. All right. Tell me what time your game is on so I can watch it.
I believe it is 5 Eastern.
Okay. Sweet.
Alright.
Cool. I
Peace
might
out.
stream it. See you later. All right. Needed to move Blackboat and drop infantry on planes. Yeah, needed a block for the artillery, but not able to get that. And now it's looking really strong for Villafort. Muji on increment, trying to make something happen here. If crowd leaves, what will Kesler sit on? That's a very good question. I'm gonna have to, just like, yeah, I mean, crowd was like the chair to my Von Bolt, and now I'm just gonna, just die of old age, sad and alone.
Don't worry, you have some Finnish
Oh!
reinforcements.
Whoa! A mine commander is here. Some reinforcements have arrived from Finland. Okay, sacking the mech. Ooh, starting the lab. That's gonna be even better for Kaplan. Tsunami's online. Copter sacrificed itself. Alright, so hit me with your evaluation of the position of this game.
Because we lost the artillery to the medium tank, we are behind as Muji now, but we were ahead before that, but now it's gonna be a hard game.
Gotcha. The super's online, but probably just gonna save it. Ooh, city goes through, so now the income lead is down to 4K. That anti-air is still being a pest on the bottom.
Like Muji's winning this brawl kinda hard, but like the last scope is going to. We might have to cop here as Drake.
Yeah, but needs to figure that out in 6 seconds, 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Ends the turn.
He was thinking that if he does need to cop, and he came to the conclusion that he can't win if he cops, so.
Yeah, goes in, good shots on, and now the brawl has been won, and Muji resigns. And Villafort has won the game for the Holy Polish Empire. Villafort with 31 kills, 141,000 of funds defeated, but had 153,500,000 deaths. COP would be really bad, yeah. And Muji is just not able to come back. The lab flip was gonna hurt, even though it's not a game ender, it still counts toward cap limit. So that would cancel out this city getting flipped, or perhaps this city even. But that was a really crazy game, and that was well played by both players. What are your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, that was really well played by both players, and like Muji was managing the game really well for. So.
Oh, thanks, Bogeus.
For most
Updating
of
the
it.
spreadsheet. So,
But
the
yeah,
line- Oh, go ahead.
just a few mistakes, as almost all of the games do, caused the game to spiral really quickly onwards. But like Muji was completely in this, like for most of the game.
Oh,
the
yeah.
black boat getting the repair on the infantry and causing the cap to go through on the city was honestly like one of the most impactful things that happened in this game. That was like
that was huge.
Yeah, that was like 12k income or more for Villefort instead of Muji. Like
Yeah.
6k lost and 6k gained by the other. Like it was insane.
Yeah, that was a really nice fight, and I think maybe Muji had to go for the double interrupt with the infantry to get it down to 8 HP.
Yeah, he probably needed to hit with another infantry, but he was counting on the fact that he can full clear the infantry of the city and capture it back quickly, but that was just a slight miscalculation. And but even after that happened, like Muji managed to be completely fine, but just a few things went south, and that's that when you play against today's CS:GO.
Yeah.
Even though it's really often easy to think about global damage CEOs as kind of brain dead because you just press the button when it comes up.
Yeah.
It's you need to really manage the state of the board, so the CEO that's actually ahead the whole game, while you don't have your power and tax the crap out of them, doesn't just win.
Yeah, completely agree. We do kind of rag on global damage COs for being brain dead, but we saw both global damage COs go down with some, small mistakes that just kind of, not even mistakes, like just inaccuracies that just kind of were ballooned over time. And with these really high level players, because even Emerald, like those players are all like 1400 or something, like those mistakes get magnified, and the mistakes are more subtle, but they're really good at punishing them. And let's take a quick gander at the standings so far. So with that win, the Holy Polish Empire narrows the loss down to 4-3 against the Mind Gamers. Excuse me. Which means that this Pool B is all done for the round. So you look at the pool standings. The Mind Gamers improved to 2-0 with 9 wins. Oops. The Holy Polish Empire falls to 1-1 with 7 wins. And it's kind of aligned really stupidly, so let me fix that. And then we're still waiting on Pool A to finish. Team Free Dudes is now 0-2, so let me... 2 with... let's see... They had 3 wins, so 5 wins. And then the Wheel Provides is now 1-1 with 8 wins. So actually they're second. And I need to fix this again.
Yeah, and Free Dudes is at 4 wins only.
Oh, okay. I thought it was 4-3 last time. Wait, it was 4-3 last time. Who won? Yeah, Team Free Dudes has 3 wins. So they have 5.
Ah, yeah, sorry. I'm talking nonsense.
So Wheel Provides has 8 wins, and then Holy Polish Empire has 7 wins. But those two are playing next round, so the winner of that will move on. And then if Mind Gamers lose to Team Free Dudes, then we'll have 2-1 teams, and the total game wins will determine the tiebreaker. And then meanwhile, Fireheart and True already were done playing, so we can update that. Fireheart is at 0-2. I'll update the actual order when Hunch and Chloe and the girls finished their last game. And then they had 3 wins, and they had 3 wins again, so 6. And then True Grit improves to 1-1. They had 7 wins, or 4 wins, so they have 7 wins now. Is that correct? Hopefully. Hopefully that's correct.
I
Boom.
believe they have 7. They had 2.5, so I think they have 6.5
Oh, that's right, 6.5
wins now.
Yeah, and then we're waiting on the Hunchman and Chloe and the girls to finish their series. NC Ghost versus Raipika will be happening probably in around 12 hours, 10 hours, somewhere around there. And One Trick Wolf versus Crowd will be happening around 22 hours. The free RD costs the game. The Hunchmen are 2-0. Yeah, but I'm not going to update the whole thing until all the games have been played for the tiebreaker points. So Hunchmen will be 2-0 and Chloe and the girls will be 1-1. But I was going to wait for the games to finish so I can update the total game wins at the end.
Yeah, that's
So why is it that Drake goes down in cities? It's just because contested cities is hard against CO with bonus damage? Yeah, day-to-day COs use their extra stats to get more income. Cool.
Yeah, if you have stronger units and you don't win the front line, there's something wrong. Like,
Yeah.
that's why Drake being even with Lash is already winning for Drake, because his whole point is that he's strong later in the game.
Yeah. Let's take a quick preview of Pools Round 3. You can see my screen, right?
Yep.
Okay, so you got Chloe and the girls facing off against True Grit. The winner moves on to the playoffs. And then we've got Fireheart versus the Hunchman playing for seeding. We got Free Dudes versus Mind Gamers playing for seeding. And we got Wheel Provides versus Holy Polish Empire. I'm going to zoom out just one little bit. That might be too much. Can't even zoom out properly. But is there any games from this round that you're looking forward to watching?
I mean, I'm always excited to see Odigius game, so gonna be exciting to see if he decides to use the opportunity to fight Hodge or stays against Jolly, or if Izanagi goes against Jolly. Bonjo Banjo versus Hampelman is actually going to be a really good game. That I think there's really good potential that goes really, really deep.
Yeah.
Deathloop versus Hunt should be really good. Arua versus
yeah.
Azarel should be insane.
Oh, yeah.
That should...
That's going to be an amazing game. We're gonna see some fire games over here. Timber versus
Yeah.
Raipika should be good too.
Yeah, that's probably also a great one. I'm looking forward to seeing Talus versus DDFS. What is this, a normal tourney?
Yeah, they play in every tournament.
Yeah. Can't pay Veg Jackleman is also going to be interesting. They're both like insane preppers.
Yeah, that would be really good.
Me versus Matches is hopefully going to be interesting, but we'll see.
Mathias is 2-0, a really strong performance in gold. Just
Yeah, but me and
time.
the Danish man combined are also 2-0, so
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
Lucy
And-
versus Altaria should be really good also, honestly.
Yeah. Sprightman versus Poland. That's a classic. They have similar play styles. I feel like that. Sergers of Poland's gonna be
Low-key the
amazing.
most exciting full group of players to fight each other in the next pool is going to be the Royal Provides and Holy Polish Empire. Like that is all of those map games are going to be insanely close, I think.
Yeah. I think Raider El Caroman is 2-0, facing off against Ban Joey, who played really strong today. Sulfurant versus Bapton will be pretty good. Maybe they'll agree to a Grimmir. Knowing Sulfurant and Bapton, I think they will. A base light Grimmir, that's going to be amazing.
Well, what tier was the map they're playing on?
Versailles. Yeah, I was going to introduce the map list here. So, we got Stellar playing on Haruno Kuma DMC1. A base light mixed base game map that's really insane. Diamond is playing on I Went to the Beach but didn't write your name. I could actually like pull these up, but I'm not gonna be on for too much longer. I could pull up the maps if the viewers want, but right now we're just gonna talk about them. Emerald's going on Arachnophobia, the stellar map from round 1, so that's gonna be cool. It's a really dynamic mixed base map. Don't want to be that guy. We switched it to tier 2 max ban, so we think it's a base light like kind of brawly map, so we think Sammy, Kindle, Olaf will all see play on it. El Capitan is like a mixed base rushy map. It'll be some really exciting games for gold. Umbrella in the Wind is a I kind of forget what that map is. I think it's like a United Front like base light map, and then Versailles is a pretty basic base light map. Diamond maps have been
Umbrella
nice,
is
like me.
not base light, but it is a very small map.
What is?
Umbrella is not base light,
Oh,
but
okay.
it is very small and it has a infantry only base.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I remember what it is now. Yeah, I mean you can build tanks out of there, but then they have to go backwards around the lake. I think.
Yeah, but there's also another base that's just fully infantry only, surrounded by rivers.
Oh, okay. So yeah, should be a good time. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks everyone for our great round 2. And you have anything you want to say to the people?
We didn't get a 5-2 this time, but we're gonna get it next time again. So we are going to go trio and absolutely sure that we are the team to beat.
All right, yeah, getting the highest record out of pools. All right, well, thanks for hopping in. Once crowd jumped off, thanks for being the reinforcements, and thank you all for watching. And it was a blast yet again. Hope you enjoyed the double stream, the Christmas, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.